Somehow On Air-Deraan returned.
Something I do want to know is this announcement. So today Del Rey Books announced a Star Wars Visions book entitled Ronin.
Yeah.
And it's going to be connected to one of the episodes of Visions.
Which makes it quite interesting. Does that mean that Visions, even though they are going to be in a anime experimental styles, does that mean they're all canon? Does that mean it's going to be a little pocket of reality with a lot of stuff in it?
I think it's they're all going to be it's a canon anthology. Any of you Halo fans, there was this anime version of Halo called Halo, I want to say Legends, which was pretty cool, and that was all anime.
Does that mean it's not canon anymore?
Oh no, it was and is still canon. No matter what people say, including the Dragon Ball Z parody episode. Actually, no, to be fair.
That's real?
Yeah, there is a Dragon Ball Z parody, but that's not canon. But I think the main character exists, but obviously it's not the same.
I mean, if Legends of the Freemaker, the Lego TV show, can be semi-canon, why not the anime stuff? I mean, Resistance already is a pretty anime-inspired. To an extent, so is Clone Wars. So why not go full hog with some of it?
Yeah, I think Visions is just going to be random snapshots of the past, of maybe the future, maybe the present, just some random interesting stories. Yeah. And as we said, the title of this book is called Ronin. Yes. And if you don't know, a Ronin is a traveling samurai, isn't it?
Samurai without a master.
Yeah.
Which probably means something like a traveling Jedi, a Jedi that became disassociated from the temple.
Or
the Order, rather.
Yeah, maybe. Or they just don't have a base. They're not based in the Jedi Temple. I think, in Legends, the Great Force War, which is the first conflict between Dark Jedi and Jedi, back when it was the Jedi Order, which is kind of a bit dumb, but whatever.
Yeah, the J''DAI.
Yeah, but whatever. Technically it's different to the Jedi. But that was heavily inspired by Japan and China as well. And so Ronin might be tied to that era of the Jedi, possibly.
Or it could be tied to the High Republic era, where it was customary for many Jedi to not quite sever their ties to the Order, but kind of go a little bit more independent.
Yeah.
I don't quite remember what the name for them was, Outriders or something like that. But they would just go and explore and try to find themselves.
It's kind of interesting. It's I went to East Asia and I found myself kind of a gap year person.
A little bit like that, but you're more of a, what do you call it, when you fight for the law, but you're not affiliated with the law.
The Punisher? No, not the Punisher.
Yeah, what the Punisher is.
Well, no,
a vigilante.
Yeah.
Vigilante.
Yeah, not the Punisher, because he punishes people.
Yeah, it's more of a Spider-Man, a Batman kind of thing.
Yeah. Maybe that's what the Ronin might do. Is the Ronin going to be a character? Like the Mandalorian as a character?
What if it's bloody Quinlan Voss?
Ooh.
Because going rogue is kind of his Ronin is kind of his whole thing.
Oh god. What if it's bloody Liam Neeson himself?
Qui Gon.
Qui Gon, he's a bit of
Qui Gonin.
Yeah, the Qui Gonin. Because he is the epitome of what a Jedi should be in the prequel era, and then he dies.
Yeah. You said yourself that we're going to try not to swear. I'm going to splice in you saying Borat instead of that.
No! I'm so sorry. I won't again. But Qui-Gon just dies.
Yeah, he's, as far as we know, the first Jedi in possibly centuries or millennia who becomes a Force ghost.
Yeah. Probably not at all, but I'm not familiar with the High Republic deaths. When the Jedi die, I assume some have died already. I'm assuming they don't disappear.
I am unsure, but I'm fairly sure that they don't.
Okay, good. Because if they did, confusion.
Yeah, that would mean that the whole downfall of the Jedi would have to happen in the span of 100 years.
Yeah, which doesn't work. So I would assume that within, at the very least, throughout Yoda's lifetime, the Jedi are still not the best.
I would assume that it would have to happen before Yoda was a Jedi, because then he would know about it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, no Jedi can disappear after dying while Yoda's alive.
Right.
Because otherwise he'd be like, what's this?
Which is a bit strange, because, the High Republic is meant to be, the point when Jedi were, the paragons of goodness.
I think that might not be true, though.
Yeah, it is when the Republic was the best and when they were doing the most good, but, doing the most altruistic acts and being in tune with the Force might not be one and the same.
It depends on what you think is good, though. Let's say an American who thinks, goodness is America epitomized goodness because they try and spread freedom and democracy to elsewhere in the world through interventionalism. And obviously, to a lot of people, interventionalism is not good. But to someone who does think it's good, they think it's good.
They are the epitome of bringing peace, freedom, justice and security to my new empire.
Your new empire?
That's literally what this is.
Yeah, so
by extension, America is the Ben Shapiro of countries.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, because Anakin's the Ben Shapiro of Star Wars.
Yes.
He defeated Obi-Wan with facts and logic.
Yeah, and he flirts with Padme the same way that
Ben Shapiro would, because he likes...
With AOC.
Yeah, because he said his wife's dry.
You didn't have to say that, but yes.
My wife's a doctor.
Anyway.
How does this really... Yeah.
How does this relate to Ronin?
I mean, it depends on when Ronin is set. Far in the past or in recent.
We still know literally nothing about it, other than the name. So.
Yeah, but it sounds interesting.
And release date, which in itself is pretty interesting. Because one would assume that the tie-in books will start coming out during or just after the airtime of the show.
Yeah.
Meaning that it should be wrapped by October 12th, was it you said?
Which is when Ronin is being released.
Right. Or at least the episode that it's tied to.
Oh, Del Rey said, they clarified that it's 100% not a novelization. Mm-hmm. It is a story that's tied with the episode. We don't know the title of the episode yet, but it's tied with that episode, but it's not just a novelization of the episode. They also said it's 100% prose, so it's also not just the script.
Mm. Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. I'm all in for this.
Yeah.
As far as news goes, this is definitely more of a Gunray than Gunray.
Yeah, well, we're not changing it to Gunray announcements or something. I don't know.
I don't think that's a good, even for a half-baked scoring system. When a Gunray is a good Gunray, and something else that ends with Ray is a bad Gunray.
Yeah, at least we're not talking about.
We're not making Ray the bad.
No, it's R-A-Y.
Yes.
Yeah, isn't that the name of another guy, Ray?
It's a pretty common name.
No, but I mean in Star Wars.
There probably is someone just called Ray.
This segment of News Gunray is actually from our podcast, which you can listen to here on YouTube or on a podcast service of your choice, including Spotify and Podbean. So be sure to check us out there and subscribe to us here, and also follow us on Twitter at On Air-Deraan, all one word. See ya!
You may fire when ready.